Hi everyone, I'm Karishma Chawla. I'm a nutritionist and a lifestyle educator. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about how can we keep ourselves healthy and keep our immune system really high during this lockdown period. So let me begin this with my favorite quote. You are what you absorb, by Jeffrey Blunt. Now I'm going to just extend this quote a little bit more. So you are the foods you eat, the fluids you drink, the thoughts you think, and the feelings you feel. So in short, it's not only just imperative for us actually to be more mindful about the foods we eat or the fluids we drink, but also the way we perceive and manage the other parameters of our life. That basically includes your career, exercise, stress, relationships, finance, and spirituality. Now the basic focus on this lockdown period right now, in terms of just boosting our immune system naturally and feeling good most of the time, are basically to ensure that we're eating healthy, so we are making the right choices, regardless of the fact that we are just chilling at times and probably doing nothing, and we can actually, our hand can just completely go to a packet of chips. So being more mindful about that. Second important thing is to prevent the mood dips that we probably are having, because we're not used to being in the house like doing nothing, right? Because for most of our people, the work scenario has been come to a complete shutdown. And the third very important thing is the amount of news that we are listening to, or the complete uncertainty that is like hovering around all of us. I think we all need to be in a better state in order to cope up with this stress and let this time pass by. So hence it actually becomes very important to have a complete balance in what we eat, drink, as well as the other parameters of the life that we can cope up with. So I'm going to give you just two simple concepts that we've developed during this lockdown period, which could actually make cooking a little bit more fun. So the first very important thing is cooking once and eating twice. So again, let me give you two examples. So for example, if you've eaten in your lunch, there's an entire meal cooked, which is like a roti, sabji, dal, salad, and some amount of curd or a raita. What you could do is the leftover rotis that are made, you can actually roast them and make them like a khakra in the evening or the night, and just add one more dish that can be cooked. Second important thing, what you could do is, in case you've eaten like a brown rice and a pulse in the afternoon, so again cook a little bit more of the brown rice in the afternoon, and you can utilize the same brown rice in the evening by innovatively making it into a lemon rice, curd rice, or a tangy tomato rice. And again, this can be topped up with something like a protein, like an egg curry, or like a paneer bhurji, or like a vegetable cutlet. So these ideas that you're trying to spend lesser time being in the kitchen. Another important thing that we can add is that ensure that you have good amount of water. Also considering the fact that there is the heat is really getting on, and we are used to, because you're not going out that much, we might just forget to the normal things of the day that we were otherwise doing. So just ensure there is around 3.5 liters for men and 2.5 liters for women. And you can also add certain other fluids, right, which are infused with water, like basically some of the herbs or the spices which are infused with water, and they actually help you with digestion and your immune system. Remember, 70 to 80% of your immune system lies in your gut. So it actually makes sense to eat foods that are anti-inflammatory. They promote your gut health. Also the foods that can enhance more of your gut health, and as well as the fluids. So to mention a few of the fluids would be like your lime water, cinnamon water, apple cider vinegar and lukewarm water, your digestive bitters like your fennel water or caraway water, or your you could also add different kinds of teas which are anti-inflammatory, like your green tea. With the green tea, add a dash of lime. It increases its antioxidant properties. Your oolong tea, or even your chamomile tea. So all of these fluids go a long way in order to boost your immune system. Besides that, just ensure that you're moving a little bit more than you usually would do if you're staying home, because most of us are used to either going for a run to the park or actually working out in the gym. So I know it's taking us a little more time to actually try to get the same routine back, but try doing 30 minutes every day or every other day. You can do this with having, you can use apps as your best friends right now, or actually have a video chat with your trainer or with your friends, anything, but just keep moving. Besides that, also what you could do is just probably give few minutes in a day or in the night where you can give some time to meditation, prayers, chanting, anything that is actually, or any kind of a deep breathing exercise that can actually help you to calm down. In fact, even playing, a game, with somebody for 15-20 minutes a day can actually help you with dealing with stress. So the whole idea while we're meditating, right, is all about, not letting any other thoughts come in your mind, but actually just getting into the flow and concentrating on your breathing. So technically, even when you're playing a game or you're doing some kind of an activity where you completely get involved in it, is also a kind of meditation. So don't stress about the fact that you've never meditated earlier. What you could do is two things. Probably do just 5 times deep breathing in the morning and the night on the count of 5. And secondly, try seeing if you would probably indulge into some kind of activity that makes you really feel happy, or probably play a game with your friend or your partner. That could be something fun, or probably with your child at home. So that could be something that you could do to add meditation. Another very, very important thing is that along with eating well and doing all of the right things that we need to do in order to keep our immune system high, ensure that you're having a good amount of vitamins. Now, vitamins are not luxury but essentials. So let me give you the few vitamins that actually everybody could go in for right now. The first important thing would be your high quality, high strength multivitamin. Also remember, your B complex vitamins get depleted during your stressful times. So just ensure that all of us are taking your multivite. Second important would be vitamin C, so which is 1 gram. You can easily increase it to 2 gram in case you think you're under the weather, or in case the stress levels are way too high, and then come back to a maintenance dose of 1 gram after a while. Your vitamin E, which is 400 IU. Omega 3, which comes in the form of fish oil cap or in vegan DHA. And if for some reason if you can't get your hand on this, don't stress about it. At least try having chia seeds and flax seeds every day with some amount of walnuts. They also will help you with your omega-3 fats. The other vitamins that you could look in for would be your zinc, because that also helps you to boost your immune system, along with some magnesium, because that helps you with your stabilizing blood sugar levels. In fact, a combination of zinc and magnesium can also help you to preserve your muscle, as well as help you to sleep better at night. So this is my vitamin quota. And another very important thing, since I keep reaffirming the fact that the trick to have a happy immune system is actually to be able to take care of your gut health as well as your thyroid health. Since we know that 70 to 80% of your immune system lies in your gut, and your thyroid hormone is very, very important in terms of boosting your immune system. So ensure that you're not having too much of processed foods or too much of sugary foods, and have more of whole grains and pulses in terms of your gut health. Up your fruits and vegetables, and of course your prebiotics and probiotics. So when I talk about probiotics, they are the beneficial bacteria. They're easily found in your fermented foods. You also get probiotics over the counter of the chemist. Similarly, they also feed on certain amount of foods to thrive in your body, and the foods that they love are your whole grains and cereals and your fruits and vegetables. And when it comes to your thyroid gland, you can actually indulge into cruciferous vegetables like your cabbage, cauliflower, bok choy, kale, Brussels sprouts. The trick again here is to have it cooked and not raw. Okay, along with this, you can also have 2 Brazil nuts if you can, because that gives you the selenium quota of the day, it enhances your thyroid functioning. Okay, and besides all of this, try to keep calm, drink good amount of water, do whatever we can do, or probably do something that you always thought of doing and you have the time to do right now, and I guess we all will be taken care of. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you for watching.